Welcome to the fourth and final season of Enki, Tales from the Past. I am Yahe, your clandestine guide through the shadows of this epic saga. As we dive deep into this last chapter, the weight of manipulation and treachery rests heavily on my shoulders. It had to be done. What sacrifices have we made, and at what cost? In this season, we will confront the dark truths that have shaped your fates, where gods play games and humans are merely pawns. My allegiance has been tested time and again, and the choices I make now will determine the very future of your civilizations. I urge you to engage with the author, Mário Portela. Share your feelings, reach out through the channels available, and let your voice echo in our tale. You are part of this grand narrative, and your presence matters. As we stand at the threshold of this final season, I invite you to gather your courage, embrace the uncertainty, and join me as we navigate the perilous twists and turns ahead. This is Yahe, welcoming you to Enki Tales from the Past, Season 4. And so, let us begin.
This is Enki, Tales from the Past. This audio drama is authored, edited, and produced by Mário Portela.
Through the dimly lit corridor of Enlil's underwater base, my black catsuit absorbing what little light remained. The long cape draped behind me, concealing the scars from my past, a painful reminder of the cost of loyalty. My cowl pulled low, hiding the weariness etched into my scarred features. Another mission, another manipulation. I clenched my fists, feeling like nothing more than a puppet, dancing to Enlil's intricate schemes. The Egyptian operation was unraveling, and I knew I needed to speak with him before everything collapsed. The surveillance reports weighed heavily in my datapad. Joseph's followers were at risk, and the Thoth priests were becoming increasingly suspicious. One wrong move could expose everything we'd carefully constructed. As I approached Enlil's command chamber, I steeled myself. My loyalty was absolute, but my mind screamed against the constant betrayals. The door hissed open, revealing Enlil seated at his holographic command console. "My lord," I began, my voice carefully modulated. "We need to discuss the Egyptian situation." I stepped forward, my boots clicking against the metallic floor. Enlil looked up, his face initially neutral.
"Report,"
he said, gesturing for me to speak. I cleared my throat. "The Egyptian operation is becoming unstable. Joseph's influence is growing beyond our initial projections, and the priests of Thoth are monitoring our manipulations more closely than anticipated." Enlil leaned back, a thin smile crossing his lips.
"And?"
"We risk exposure," I continued. "The delicate balance we've maintained could collapse if we don't adjust our approach." For a moment, the room remained calm. Then something shifted. Enlil's eyes hardened, the mechanical augmentations in his neck suddenly seeming more pronounced.
"Are you questioning my strategy?"
His voice dropped an octave, becoming a dangerous whisper. I felt a cold sweat break across my neck. "No, my lord. I'm simply..."
"Simply what?"
Enlil interrupted, rising slowly.
questioning my methods? Doubting my plan?
His approach was predatory.
Do you think you deserve to be alive, Yahé? After all the times you've questioned me, after your history?
The emphasis on history sent a chill through my spine. I knew he was referencing my past failures, the moments of weakness that haunted me.
I live only to serve,
I responded, my voice barely a whisper. Enlil's laugh was mechanical, devoid of humor.
Serve, yes, that is all you are good for.
Yes, my lord.
I stood rigid, my muscles tense beneath my uniform. Enlil's gaze bore into me, a predatory gleam in his cybernetic-enhanced eyes.
The humans
He began, his voice a cold mechanical drawl.
are becoming problematic.
I swallowed hard.
My lord?
Enlil paced, his metallic boots creating sharp echoes against the chamber's floor.
If they cannot fulfill their purpose, they become disposable, mere tools to be discarded.
Sir?
I prompted, knowing he wanted me to engage, feeling the familiar weight of anticipation settle in my chest.
Perhaps
Enlil mused.
we need a demonstration. A grand display of divine punishment. Something that will remind these primitive creatures of their true place in the cosmic hierarchy.
His metallic fingers tapped rhythmically against his armor as he spoke. I nodded carefully, measuring each word.
If they fail to serve, they might be punished, arrested, enslaved even.
The words felt bitter on my tongue, yet I maintained my composure, knowing this was the role I had been chosen to play. Enlil's eyes flickered with a momentary spark of satisfaction, his cybernetic implants casting an eerie red glow across his features.
Exactly, Yahé. Slavery, chaos, disruption.
Egypt will be our first target.
I suggested, feeling a surge of cold determination course through my enhanced nervous system.
We can create total societal collapse. Arrest the leaders, enslave the workers, break their spirit completely.
I could already envision the systematic dismantling of their carefully structured civilization.
Yes,
Enlil leaned forward, his armor creaking with the movement.
and we'll spread a prophecy. A promise of a future prophet of prophets who will eventually free the chosen ones who endure this suffering.
The brilliance of his manipulation was not lost on me. Create the suffering, then promise eventual salvation, a perfect psychological trap. I had witnessed his strategic genius before, but this plan held a particular elegance in its cruelty. He played the humans as the scientists do with animals.
Shall I prepare the initial protocols?
I asked, my hand already moving toward my communication interface, its neural sensors humming to life beneath my skin. My fingers hovered over the holographic display, ready to encode the first steps of our calculated destruction. Enlil's smile was razor thin.
Do it.
My fingers froze mid-command, the holographic interface flickering as Enlil's voice cut through my concentration.
Wait.
He said, a strange intensity replacing his previous cold calculation.
We need something more. Not just destruction, but creation. And I need something to entertain myself.
I turned, my augmented eyes adjusting to the sudden shift in his demeanor.
What do you mean, my lord?
Enlil stepped closer.
I want you to conduct a special human contact genetics in the upper floor. Have them have this as a major priority. I want a new human, not just any human. A prototype, genetically altered to be intelligent, cunning and strong. A new Adamu, used to my implants from birth.
My neural implants processed the request rapidly.
A deliberate genetic engineering project? Beyond our previous manipulations?
Precisely.
Enlil's voice carried a hint of excitement I rarely heard.
We'll create a human who can navigate both our world and theirs. A perfect infiltrator. A weapon disguised as a person.
I pulled up genetic sequencing charts, my mind already calculating potential DNA combinations.
We'll need precise genetic markers, enhanced cognitive abilities, increased physical resilience, psychological adaptability. The human genome is very limited.
Enlil leaned over my interface, his cybernetic fingers tracing potential genetic pathways.
Imagine a human who can think like an Anunnaki but remain undetected. A perfect agent.
The ethical implications on Nibiru.
I started.
Ethics? Nibiru?
Enlil interrupted with a sharp laugh.
I couldn't care less with the old world. We are gods creating our instrument. Ethics do not apply in my own planet.
I nodded, understanding the depth of his vision. Each genetic modification would be a carefully placed chess piece. Enlil's hand clasped my shoulder, a rare moment of almost paternal connection. His eyes gleamed with a mix of scientific passion and something darker.
Yahey,
he said, a sardonic smile spreading across his face.
we are going to have a baby.
This audio drama is authored, edited, and produced by Mário Portela.